Park fire is now the fifth largest fire in California state history, and fire crews are now preparing for potential problems in the coming days as the changing weather is expected to bring an increased fire risk and could create new challenges on the front lines. The fire has now burned 390,000 acres. That's an area about 3 times bigger than the surface of Lake Tahoe. It's grown 5,000 acres in the last 24 hours. Cal Fire says containment is at 18%. More than 600 homes and businesses have been destroyed or damaged. Some evacuation warnings have been lifted near Chico, but the fire is more active in the north and warmer temperatures are in the forecast.
We're able to gain 4% containment on the incident yesterday. This incident has 270 miles of open fire line. Yesterday, gaining the 18% total containment, we were able to close over 50 miles of fire line.
The fire started last Wednesday in Chico. Authorities have arrested a man accused of arson after he was allegedly seen pushing a burning car into a gully, which ignited the fire. Many families forced to evacuate are coming to terms that they've lost their homes. KTVU's Joey Horta is live from Cohasset in Butte County. And Joey, it has been tough for those in the mountain community.
Just life-changing at this point, Greg, and what we're standing outside of right now are what used to be the homes of 3 young families. Take a look over here. This is all that's left right now, just rubble. There's glass all over the place. There's just debris left over from what used to be a double-wide mobile home here. Just the frame. You can make out the air conditioning unit, the refrigerator, a couple of other appliances, and that's really it. And this is what it looks like all up and down this part of the area here in Butte County at this point. So we've got pieces of metal all over the place. It's where Nicole Reagan and her family lived just days ago. We spoke with her and her neighbors. They lost everything, all their homes and all their possessions. They evacuated, they say, last Wednesday, and then found out from another neighbor who remained behind that their homes had burned to the ground by Thursday. They're now staying at a hotel in Chico trying to figure out what to do next.
It's the equivalent of getting your dream property, having your own animals, like everything that you've really ever dreamed of, and putting all of your money into that, and then having it burned to the ground.
Now, she does have homeowners insurance, she says, but some of her neighbors, and they are renters, say that their landlord did not have homeowners insurance. So those homes have been lost, everything inside, none of that was protected. So some really tough times for these folks out here. All of them, they say, will have to start over. Greg, Heather?
It's a heartbreaking reality in so many of those stories, Joey. So what is the latest on the battle to stop the fire?
So very complicated out here. The weather is giving these firefighters, a run for their money. But there is a bit of good news, and that is that the fire didn't grow too much since yesterday, only by a couple of thousand acres. So over 391,000 is the size of this thing now as far as acres are concerned, still over the size of Los Angeles. So this is a very large fire scene that we're looking at. The problem is a lot of dry vegetation out here. Take a look at these trees just beside me. These things go up very quickly, fueling those flames. And the problem areas we're seeing are those rugged, steep terrain there, the rugged, steep terrain, difficult to reach, dangerous to get to. And then you talk about that, and then you see things like this child's play set out here, a swing set, have not been touched, spared by the fire. That's really all that was left out here for these folks as they begin to come back home. They're hoping to get word soon that those evacuations will be lifted for this area. We are beginning to hear from CAL FIRE that they are beginning to let folks back into their homes as those evacuation orders slowly lift as they get a better handle on this thing. But the weather is something that they're worried about. CAL FIRE is saying that the possibility of thunderstorms by this weekend could cause more trouble for this firefight. Greg, Heather?
Complications in that firefight as it continues. Joey Horta live in Cohasset in Butte County for us tonight. Joey, thank you.